Oh,
Okay.
so like
Family
persevere, like
Have
you're
grit.
climbing up a mountain and there's a big avalanche and you persevere to the top.
You got it.
That's
Just
great.
like that.
Just like
Like there's big walls coming down, and then you pass them and persevere to get up.
You got it. Welcome to UnNatural Selection, a show about competition, innovation, and the strategies shaping tomorrow's frontiers. I'm Nick Encina. Each week, we speak with pioneers shaping the future.
Welcome back to UnNatural Selection. I'm Isha. Over the past year, Nick has interviewed pioneers and global leaders, from NASA engineers and FBI agents to MMA fighters and opera singers, mapping what he calls the evolutionary playbook used by elite organizations. But today, the stakes get personal. We're heading into the Encina boardroom for a real executive stress test. Nick is joined by the family's actual North Star, the CEO herself, Trish, alongside Valentina, our chief content officer, and Roman, our resident expert in rude dinosaurs. Nick loves to say innovation is the dominant force shaping the modern world. But in this room, success isn't measured in stock price or trophies. It's measured in raising children who grow into capable, fulfilled humans. And just like any boardroom, if the strategy fails, the consequences are real. If Nick doesn't deliver a convincing implementation plan today, his employment at the Encina household may be under review. This is episode 49, a bridge between last year's ideas and this year's action. Let's see if the UnNatural Selection thesis survives a performance review from his own CEO. Let's go.
Encina Family Boardroom call to order. Present are Valentina Encina, the Chief Content Officer. We have Roman Encina, the Chief Rude Dinosaur Officer. And Trish Encina, the Chief Executive Officer of the family. And Papa, the Big Mouth Officer.
the chief safety officer.
Chief Safety Officer. Yeah. All right. So last season was our first season of UnNatural Selection, and we had conversations with some really, really fascinating people. CEOs, famous tennis stars, famous opera
Can
sopranos.
I tell you one that I think I remember from
Which
last
one?
year?
Yeah.
I think you talked to someone that's from trying to get Ubers, like, or something.
No, that's for this season coming up.
No.
Yeah.
You did, Daddy already recorded them, but they don't know yet.
I talked to the former commissioner of the New York Taxi and Limo Commission, longest running commissioner during the time of Uber
Can you
expansion.
tell us some
Uber.
things that you said?
Something that he learned.
Yeah, we talked about what it was like to be running taxis and limos in New York during the time that Uber started spreading.
Wow. You
That's
remember
going to be
that,
one of the
Daddy
first
talking
episodes.
about that, huh?
So was the person okay with it, or was he just trying to push it away?
That's a great question. I think at first probably trying to push it away and then eventually realize, well, this isn't going to go away, so we need to learn how to work with it.
Okay, work what?
With Uber.
And that brings us to a great, I think, superpower.
Yeah, actually, before we get that, that's the topic of this conversation. So in that conversation, Chippy and others, we discovered some really, really interesting rules, guidelines, and superpowers that make people really good at their job. And I thought that we could use them to become better individuals and stronger as a family by seeing if we can apply them to our family. And so what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see if we can learn some new superpowers?
Yeah.
All right. So the very first one is adaptability. So that's the ability to disrupt yourself and change before others change you. So it's the ability to change your behavior or your thinking before it's too late. And so do you guys think that we as a family are adaptable? Do you think that we're fixed in how we do things and we always do things the same way? Or do you think we are capable of changing things and becoming better?
I know.
Yeah.
Be capable.
Being capable.
I liked Valentina's answer. You said this. Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay.
So, like in the middle, because we kind of stick to it a little, and then we realize we should probably change it.
Okay.
Change what?
So what do you think is something that
Change our
we're
attitude,
too rigid?
Roman.
What do you think is something that we're too rigid about that we can be more adaptable?
Maybe we should change our attitude a little more quicker.
Yeah.
But about what? Is there something specific that we do? Is it maybe...
Or do you mean in general, when we're thinking about, we have feelings about something and maybe we should adapt more quickly to thinking about the feelings of the other side? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mom? You think anything we could be more adaptable about?
I think that sometimes we could have big feelings, and in our family, if someone we love, like Mom or Papa or Doobies or Valentina, has an opposing big feeling, we could be more adaptable to listening to how they feel, and we could more quickly adapt our feelings to address their feelings.
Oh, like me and my brother.
Yeah, like emotionally rebound.
Okay, that's a good one. Maybe we can also be more adaptable in how we deal with challenges.
That's a good idea.
So this way we can learn how to be more resilient and persevere better.
What? Yeah.
Like the family code.
Oh,
The
so
family code.
persevere, like
Have
you're
grit.
climbing up a mountain and there's a big avalanche and you persevere to the top.
You got it. Just like that.
Like there's big walls coming down, and then you pass them and persevere to get up.
You got it. Exactly. And it's also the ability to disrupt yourself before bad circumstances change you.
Or
So-
like
for example,
some boys, like some lots are coming your way. You just stay there. If there's another ball coming your way, that's moved, and then the block falls down, and then you keep doing it.
yeah.
Good job.
Roman,
So
can you
it's
tell me
like-
what you're trying to say?
He's saying that you persevere even though
And
the
you
rocks
always
are coming
look
down
up.
to your way. He can.
How's about superpower number 2? Cross-pollination. So cross-pollination, the idea here is that people sometimes are really good at one thing, but they can learn from other practices or experiences or skills in
Also,
order.
like my lacrosse game today, like when the coach asked if I wanted to sit out, and you guys told me to watch my teammates to see what techniques they do.
Exactly. You can cross-pollinate from different things. Another example would be how you were applying your tennis skills to lacrosse today. Because you remember, you're so good with that racket at hitting the ball. And when they put you in the goalie, we said, remember your tennis skills so you can block that ball like if it's a tennis ball. That's when you're doing cross-pollination by remembering, hey, I learned a skill in tennis that I can use in lacrosse.
Roman, I have a
And there's
question.
also something that
Roman, what's something that another family has done that you would love our family to do? Maybe something that we could also do.
sure.
What's something
What again?
What's something that you've seen in another family, or you've seen other friends do that you're like, ooh, I wish our family would do that? Or maybe you've seen in a movie or you've read in a book.
Adapted.
What have you seen them do that you wish we would do, or that you wish you and Valentina could do?
We could play with new friends, and then we play, and but you don't have to play right away. You just have to pick a game, and then you play it, and then you like there's one say you choose which one
So,
that you
so
like.
it's something. So something that you've seen is that families playing games together?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, only a kid. With
Oh,
another
kids
kid.
playing games with other kids?
Yeah.
That's fun. Wonderful.
Okay. The next one is culture as infrastructure. So, you know what culture is? It's kind of like the way that we operate.
Like, can you explain just a little more about
A little bit of our culture. It's kind of like the way that we treat each other and how we behave with each other. So it's the way that we know that this is how we treat each other and we expect people to treat us. And it also gives us ideas on how to make decisions and the kind of things that we'll like and won't like. So different cultures, there's like Asian culture, they have their own food and customs and practices.
Latin
There's
culture.
Latin culture, there's European culture. So there are all kinds of different cultures, and they give people general rules and guidelines on how to behave with each other. And the good thing about that is when you build a great culture, it helps you make decisions. Like, for example, it can tell us about, do we like or not like tricky people?
I don't like tricky people.
We don't like tricky people. We know that's
Yeah,
part of our culture.
Because if you trust the tricky people, they will go with you, and then you get stolen in
Exactly.
a car or anywhere.
Yeah. So we don't trust
Even
tricky
like-
people.
Even where walking into the ice store,
Yeah.
Ice cream store.
to go a new way, and then and then they go that way, and they leave someone else, and then he walks there still in the door.
Yeah. What do we think about culture with respect
So you
to?
always
What about we say like part of our culture is safety first. Part of our culture is curiosity.
Well, we have the family codes.
Yeah, we have a family
safety
code.
first. I know some words about safety first that Dad always says in the morning.
What do I say?
Safety first, down the stairs, so
You
you
down the
might
stairs,
fall.
and this- Yep, exactly.
Well, our family culture, we have a code. Do you guys want to share? I apologize for bumping your words. Do you want to?
And like if you lose them, your family always say where you were, so
So they know where you
so,
are.
So you know. So then Mom was going to share. So then Mom.
Yeah. Do you guys want to share with the audience what the family, what the Encina code is?
I do.
Okay, so why don't
go
we
together.
start? Why don't you go together?
One,
So
2, 3.
you stay.
We stay curious.
You choose.
Kindness.
You tell.
the truth.
You take.
Responsibility.
You
Notice.
notice.
The good.
Help.
Others when we can.
You.
Have fun.
Nope. You have fun, and then you have.
Grit and perseverance.
And when you.
We always don't know what to do. You choose love.
Good job.
I love it. All right. So that sounds like a really great culture. I wish I was part of that culture.
God.
All right.
Dad is
So the
making
next one-
jokes. That is the Encina code, and he's Encina. Daddy just likes to make jokes.
Okay, the next one is temporal framing. So even though we try to live in the moment, it's good to think about different time horizons, especially if you're trying to run a company or thinking about getting better at lacrosse. So, for example, you want to think to yourself, well, there's something that I can do really good and become better right now, but then also think about where do you want to be in a year or 2 years from now. So let's say, for example, tennis. Right now, maybe you're thinking about how to do better foot movement, but maybe in a year, you want to be in a place where you can play a match. And so you want to start thinking about how do you become better in the immediate moment, but also what do you need to do to become really good in the future? And so people that run companies have to think about that all the time because they have things that they need to manage for today, but then also keep their eye on where they want the ship to go in the long run. So those are the kind of things we have to plan on here. So for example, one thing that we can do right now for a family is we can make our bed and clean our rooms. But in the long term, we're thinking about we want to, um, what project do we want to do, Mom?
You mean for our family or for our home?
For our home.
So we wanted to do a pergola in the back and a fire pit.
Sounds fun.
That's what
Wait.
I'm saying.
Can you say that again?
We wanted to do a pergola in the back and a fire pit.
Yay.
Can you say that a
What's
little
a
more?
fire
Like,
pit?
A
what
fire pit
is
so we
all
can make
this?
s'mores in the back.
Yeah,
pit, build
that
a
would
fire
be
pit.
nice.
And we
Okay.
can make
camp
pizza
out back?
stones. Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to the mindset. One thing that I actually thought was really cool, and I learned this from the former tennis coach of Serena and Venus Williams in tennis.
Wow,
What's
cool.
his name?
His name was Rick Macy. And what was
Wow,
really
cool.
interesting that came out of that was he said, love the competition, not the trophy. You know what that means?
No.
It means that, let's say if you're playing, what sport do you want to think about? Let's say, what sport do you want to think about?
Love the grind.
Love the ground.
Love the grind. Because if you're playing just for the trophies, then it's really easy to lose your motivation. Because
Yeah,
if you
you-
lose and
if
you
you-
don't, wait, hold
if-
on. If you lose and don't get the trophy, then you can get discouraged. Or if you win and get the trophy, you might get bored. But if you're excited and you love to compete and you love to just improve every single moment, you have endless amounts of time and opportunity to become better.
So, like, if you're playing tennis and not having fun and you're just competing to get the trophy, then you won't have so much fun and maybe you might lose focus and like lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's important is that we always try to improve. It's called continuous improvement. So every moment, every point, every match, everything we do, we always just enjoy getting better and competing. And if we win the trophy, great. If we don't, that's okay.
I know it
But we
now.
enjoy every moment.
But
I
then we
know it
learn
now.
something new.
Yeah, we learn something
know
new.
it
We get
now,
better.
I know
Okay,
it
what is it,
now.
Roman?
I learned that if you see that trophy shiny and you still don't have to win it, because if you win it, you don't play the game anymore because you're like, I'm bored. I only got the trophy.
That's exactly right.
So you have to. So if you lose, you have to. It's okay. You have to say good games. Still.
Good job, Romy.
Yes,
High
you
five.
say good game still.
So
All right.
like if I got the trophy, if I get the trophy and I got the trophy, I'm like, so this is what Roman's trying to say, right? So like if I got the trophy and then now I walk out of there and then I'm like, I'm bored. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
want to
exactly
play
right.
tennis anymore. So
Okay.
That
then
was I was playing.
So then you just stop playing. But that is not what it's about. It's about having fun, getting in there, and if you win, you win.
And we want to win, but we want to always try to win. We want to try to improve and get better.
Yeah,
Yes?
he has a point.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. Storytelling as a genetic code. Do you know that some of the most important things that people have ever done in the world are driven by a story? Either something we're trying to accomplish together, or saving lives, or getting to the moon. And so it's really important to have a story that we share together on why we're trying to do what we're trying to do. So mom and I, we had a story that we wanted to build a really strong and happy family. So that drives everything that we do. And we're super proud of what you guys have become. And so part of it is having a story that we can all align with and we can all grow together. And so so the story is like the family code that mom helped us build. That's a story. Those are the things that guide the way that we think and the way we feel about ourselves.
Oh.
Or a story might be putting a man on the moon, right? That's a really cool thing. And that's what NASA did to put a person on the moon, right?
I'm just wondering who was the first person on the moon.
I think it was Neil Armstrong, if I'm correct.
Yep, it's Neil Armstrong.
That was a long time ago, like 50, 60 years ago. But I think they're planning on putting more people on the moon soon. They just sent people around the moon just last week.
Did they observe anyone?
They did. They came really close. They just didn't land.
So what did they see up there? Like,
Oh, we see things. They send pictures and things back from the moon. We just haven't sent humans back there to land there.
Okay, and then another one is soft skills. It's hard assets. And sometimes hard skills are things like knowing how to use a computer or knowing how to do math. Soft skills are personal skills. So the ability of talking to people and relating to them and telling stories. And that's becoming more and more important these days with technology and artificial intelligence and the way that the world is evolving. Soft skills become even more important, especially leadership skills and the ability to make hard decisions. So that's an important one. And I think that's part of our code as well as a family in being able to think outside the box, right? Okay, let's move on to the next one. This was an important one, strategic forgetfulness. So I learned this one in tennis, which is if you lose a point, it was just a point. You have to be able to forget it. So the ability to forget is really important because if we lose a point and we let it bother us, then it's going to really affect the next point. And every single point is separate. So that applies in life too. It's the ability to bounce back and not let past experiences affect us too much in current experiences.
so like the bounce back boogie
Bounce back boogie, that's a good one. Our
we created in our family?
yeah, that was our bounce back boogie and our
Winning wiggle.
winning wiggle. Yep, that's exactly that. So that we can, when we win, we celebrate with our winning wiggle, and when we lose, we have to do our bounce back boogie so we can put it behind us.
Bounce back
Boogie.
boogie.
Yeah, exactly. Good thought, Chop Chops. All right. Well, that covers most of them. What do you guys think? You think that we can apply some of these superpowers to our family?
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think, Roman? You think we can apply them and become superpowered dinosaurs?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to be a big, real, strong, good dinosaur. Yeah, like a fly in the air and hit that bad dinosaur in the fish.
Oh, okay. Any closing words, Mom?
No, this was wonderful.
Yeah?
I have one word.
What one word?
Don't keep your eye on the trophy.
Don't keep your eye on the trophy.
And I have
Exactly.
one.
Improve with every point.
And I have one too. If you keep your eye on the protein, I said protein. Trophy, you know, and then you play, and then you might lose, and then the other human gets the trophy.
Guess what,
Oh.
guys? This episode is going to go out this week, and then next week we officially start season 2 on Cinco de Mayo. You know what the topic is? Cinco de Mayo. You know what this topic is going to be?
No.
Mexico?
Tacos.
Tacos, yeah.
Innovating on Taco Tuesday. What do you think about that? Isn't that cool?
So great.
So great. It's going to be Cinco de Mayo and a Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday. And that's going to be the topic.
Yay!
Yay! All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. And time to go to bed.
No, play.
Wow.
And there you have it. Proof that the same ideas used by NASA and global pharma companies can also survive the chaos of family life. Nick appears to have kept his job for now, which preserves the integrity of the thesis. It's hard to analyze societal evolution if you're going through your own extinction event at home, because with the family operating system officially aligned, we're ready to scale. Mark your calendars. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. UnNatural Selection Season 2 begins with the CEO of Bar Taco. and a deep dive into the strategy, culture, and innovation behind the greatest Mexican invention of all time, the taco. How do you turn a beloved food into a global brand without losing its soul? That's where we're starting our next expedition into how the world is being reshaped by design. I'm Aisha. Trish has the bridge, the kids have the content, and Nick is just happy he wasn't fired today. We'll see you on Cinco de Mayo. Go make a mutation you're proud of. Keep evolving.